Good morning and welcome back to the channel. I'm Richard, from power lines to power naps. Again, it's been a while, I'm sorry, but been busy down here. Morning. Beautiful morning down here. Sunday morning, early Sunday morning. Let's take a little look at what's been going on in the last few days here in Lou's kitchen before I get down to my chat today. Bit of a boring subject today, some of you may think, but I think it's important, and it's about Thailand. Let's take a look around first. So down here at Lou's kitchen, we've been closed for a few days, 5 days in fact. Some alterations we thought we needed doing before high season. It was actually Marley's idea, our second cook, and she suggested some weeks ago, Papa and Nui, we need an extra toilet. It sort of got us thinking, because when we first did this place up and Nui did this just over 2 years ago now, it was a total rebuild. The original toilet was in the old kitchen. Good morning, Nina. Welcome. I'd say the original toilet, where was I? Sorry about that. Nui just rang me, she lost the right key. Yeah, the old toilet originally was in the old kitchen, which was never a good idea, so that had to be knocked down, kitchen rebuilt, and we built a new toilet, in the back. We built a whole new toilet and wash basins and urinal and everything, but 2 years down the line, and Marley suddenly said, it'd be good to have 2 toilets. Obviously we've got 5-6 staff now, Nui has. They all have to go to the toilet too, of course, staff and customers, and during high season it's hopefully going to get busier. So it got us thinking. What we decided to do is we decided to have a major refit on the restrooms. So we got the builder back. He estimated 2 days. I said, too big a job in 2 days, we'll give you 3. So we gave you Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday our day off. Turned into 5 days. A lot of underground exploration and pipe work had to be done. And for those that have not been, I'll just put a few little pictures on now to remind people of what it used to be like, what it used to look like 5 days ago. And this is what it looks like now. The floor's all been tiled. There's still a lot of decoration and cosmetic work to be done. Putting flower decorations and various ornaments and stuff back. But we're now here as we go into the corridor. You can see me in the mirror. Hello, me. And we've got the 2 wash basins. Mirrors up. We've now decided to go for these proper toweling towels that actually dry your hands instead of cover your hands with bits of tissue paper. The tissue paper in Thailand tends to be a bit thin and you end up with just lots of wet paper on your fingers. So we go into these proper toweling hand towels. You take a towel, you dry your hands properly. Goes in the bin, in the basket, all gets laundered. And here, instead of 1, we now have 2 toilets. Voila. Voila. 1 and 2. So, few little teething problems, couple of little leaks to sort out, but hopefully it'll be a lot better in the future on when we're busy. So we'll just quickly pop into the kitchen. And say good morning, Yao. Let's say good morning, Ginny. Ginny, good morning. How are you? Okay, very good. I'm very good, thank you, Ginny. And Marley, good morning. Right, getting brutal with the ice there, breaking the ice up. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, look at that, brutal. Thank you, Marley, for that good idea of a second Hong Nam. It was all your fault, but thank you. Good idea. So there we have it. New washrooms down here at Newey's Kitchen. Well done, everybody. And even though we ran over, well done to the builder. A lot of work. Big frenzy on the last night, working late to get it done, but it's done and we're back open. Got my coffee corner back, which is good. Nice to be back. We got open yesterday, Saturday, for the first day, so here we are, Sunday morning. So a couple of things before I get going on my subject of the day. Two things about since I've had this new phone. One, I can now use the radio mic, which is a lot better than the old headset, trailing wires. But a little comment from a very good friend and colleague of mine, Mr. Peter Day. Good morning, Peter. Hope you're watching. If not, why not? But he said one comment on the sound with this radio mic, but he didn't quite sound right. He thought it was picking up a lot of background noise rather than my voice, and suggested that I use one of them little foam condoms, a little wind, I think they're mainly wind defenders on the microphones. So Peter, today I've got one on, so let me know if it's any better or any worse. And that goes for everybody. Please let me know the quality of the sound. Thank you very much. Good, bad or indifferent. Secondly, since having the new phone and having to reprogram and refine and reboot everything, the one thing I've lost off my editing suite, and I can't get it back, but hey ho, was my little intro, which I always play early on in the film. Some of you might say, thank fuck for that, you've lost it. Maybe it's better without it. I have actually just about made a new one on the similar lines but slightly different pictures. Not started to use it yet because it's not quite finished, but let me know first, do I need it? Did you like the intro with that little catchy music every time I did a film? Or should I bin it? Let me know in the comments. I quite like it. It put a little signature on my channel of being the same, playing the same music. And sometimes when you listen to a piece of music, it'll take you back to, oh, that's from Power Lines to Power Naps, intro music. So I'm still undecided. I'm undecided whether to put a new one and keep it in or bin it. Your thoughts, guys? Let me know, and let me know what you think, and I'll do accordingly. Anyway, on to the subject of the day. And my subject of the day, some may find boring, some may actually understand what I'm saying, the people that live here or spend a long time here. But it's whatever date it is, Sunday, October, the blah blah blah, heading into mid-October. And as you can see from the sky this morning, the weather's beautiful, beautiful. Starting to warm up now, but it's early this morning when we came down. I noticed how fresh and pleasant it was. Doesn't last too long because the heat and humidity is, well, kicking in already now, but it was very fresh and pleasant. So I think we're slowly turning into winter, which is our better weather, where it becomes fresh, less humidity. And well, the start of high season, end of November, it all kicks off, and the tourists hopefully will come back in the big numbers. And it's the best time of year for the weather, for the seeds, for the beaches, for everything, with no rain. We're sick of the rain, even though we needed it. So I've got a few things to say about the Thailand weather today. So for you that come, you're lucky spuds that come here on holiday, pretty much any time of the year. Yeah, we have high season, low season, summer, winter, but it's either hot or very hot and wet. Those are about the only two seasons we get. And for those that you visit for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, however long you want to come in vacation to Thailand, north, south, east or west, coming from whatever country you come from, you'll probably say and decide that, wow, the weather is stunning. It is a great climate. For those of you who don't like cold or cold rain or ice and snow, then Southeast Asia, southern Thailand, it is beautiful, really good. And many of you will come over, even any time of the year, even if you hit monsoon season, you'll still feel very hot and pleasant. A little humid and you might get some showers and the odd bad storm, but you know what, within an hour, 2 hours at the worst, it's gone again and the sun comes back out and it's great. And many of you will think, wow, paradise, we'll come back again next year. In reality, for us that live here, is there any downsides with the weather? Or is it tropical paradise for us all? Well, I want you to know my feelings on this one, and the answer for me is no, it's not all amazing when you live here. This is what, the 3rd September we've just gone through since living here, and for me now it's become apparent there's two times of the year that it's not actually that good. And I'll tell you what I think they are. March. We're lucky down in the south. We don't. Thank you, Nina. Ooh, coffee number 2. Excuse me. The March problem, we don't experience or feel too much of it down here in Phuket and in the far south. But we do get a little bit of how can I say, condition change. And in March time, in the very far north and northeast, even though it's been banned, but they still do it. If you remember, anyone that lives in the UK or some other parts of Europe, when they used to cut the crops and cut the wheat and the barley, they used to burn the straw. They used to burn the straw in the field all over Lincolnshire and all the arable parts of the nation. They used to burn the straw and burn the stubble, and all the burnt and the nutrients in the burning would get ploughed back into the fields and enrich and hello Ginny. Ginny's just round there. Come say hello.
Hello.
She's just cleaning the counter for me. Well done, Ginny. And they plough all the burnt stubble and straw back into the ground, and the nutrients of the burnt straw would enrich the soil ready for the next seeds and crops. Well, they used to do it here with the rice fields. Oh, now she's wiping around me not me stand over. They do it with the rice and the rice stubble, but they still do. It's been made illegal for a few years now. I think in North Thailand they're not too bad. They comply within a bit. But bordering countries like Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam, Myanmar, they still burn the stubble in big quantities. So the north of Thailand gets a lot of bad air quality, a lot of smog and smoke, and it creates chest problems, medical problems. Places like Chiang Mai, the second biggest city in northern Thailand, it sits in a bowl. Chiang Mai is a beautiful city, but if you go up the mountains, you can see that the city sits in a bowl, a natural bowl, and this smog and smoke just hangs down in there. And Chiang Mai and places like that in March is pretty much horrible to live. The air quality is so bad, causes a lot of people a lot of problems, and I think it causes quite a lot of deaths in the elderly. And that smog drifts down south. It does come down parts of Bangkok. We get air quality warnings and things on the weather, like we do probably in England with pollen and things. And this air quality and smoke pollution comes down to Bangkok. Being the major city, that causes a lot of smog and bad air problems. And all the way down here, we have little warnings on our weather about the bad air quality, and it does stem from the burning in the north of the stubble. But all we feel of it down here is, even though it's monitored and shows on a low level of the pollution index that it is here, we don't suffer too bad. But we do. The air quality becomes, I feel like, it's like getting hay fever. You've ever had a hay fever in England where you get a burning nose and throat and you're sneezing, and that's the effect of the burning in the far north of Thailand and the crops, and we still feel it a little bit down here. So for me, March is not good. We did consider maybe when we came over to Thailand, Chiang Mai being possibly one of the places we relocated to. Beautiful city. Please visit if you're over. It's stunning. We were up there last April, and I think we've been up there since actually, but Chiang Mai, stunning. The north of Thailand, beautifully stunning. And when we discussed maybe Chiang Mai as a possibility, then we remembered about this air quality in March time when the burning, and we said, well, if that's the case and it gets that bad, then maybe that's the time for a holiday for a month down in the south. But anyway, it didn't come to that. We're down here in the south anyway, so for me, March, when you live here long term, can be a bad month, not utopia. So that was March. Can be weather problems in March. Secondly, and more importantly, and certainly for me down here in the south, my second time of year, which has transpired to be consistent and not good. We've just been here for our 3rd September, and the September we've just had last month sort of brought the previous 2 back to me. And September, when you're here full time, it's an unhealthy month. It's if you look on Google about the weather conditions year by year for Thailand, September is the wettest month in Thailand, without a doubt. We've had some bad storms, we've had quite a lot of rain. And even though we're desperate for the rain on the island, and it fills the reservoirs up, this September, man, we did have a lot of rain, a lot of wet days, a lot of big storms. And you sort of get sick of it after a while because you're constantly wet. It's not as unpleasant as being back in the cold rain. Of course, it's warm rain, and it's always warm, but you just spend the days and nights wet, riding the bike home, or you're wet. And it becomes a very unhealthy month. Chest infections, flu, temperatures. I was laid up with stomach bugs, airborne I think. I was laid up with that bad stomach bug towards the end of September, 3 or 4 days. Hit me like a freight train, I've said before in a previous film. Not food related, it hit me on a day where I'd had nothing other than a bit of water, but stomach bugs, flu type symptoms, just tired. It's an unhealthy month, September, and I felt pretty much shit all of September. And then I think, well, I remember all this happening last September. Like I said before, when you come for a holiday for 2 weeks or 3 weeks, even if it's September, you're not going to. I don't think you're going to experience it because it's such a nice temperature rise and improvement from possibly the country you've come from for your holiday here. I think it's when you're here long term that you get used to these yearly cycles. And do you know, I'm dreading next September already. It was a month where I just felt shit. So there goes Nui shopping. And it's not just me, I talk to so many locals, and expats and people that live here long term, and they all say the same. Oh man, I felt shit all September. I had flu, I had stomach bugs, I had temperatures and chest infections. So there's a lot of shit about in September that we find. But hey, don't let that be negative. It's been great to see you down here on holiday. I know we've got a lot of good people coming over very, very soon. We've got, if you haven't checked them out on Facebook, please do. We've got the Real M&M, Matt and Mel. They're here at the moment. They're in Calabar. Good morning, Mina. They're in Krabi at the moment, down Nang, but they're due to come and see us down in Caron next Tuesday or Wednesday. That'll be good to see them back there from Stoke-on-Trent, a lovely couple. Check the Real M&M out on Facebook. They do some good little films that typify their touring stories of Thailand, good and bad, but they give a lot of good information, a lot of good reviews on bike hire, hotels, restaurants, places to visit, good and bad, but it's nearly all good. Check out the Real M&M on Facebook, follow them. Great couple, and they do some great films. So they're coming over to see us next week. I believe Mel's got a very special birthday. Mel, you're not 40, you're not 60, but I'm not going to say that you're 50, how old you are really. We hope to go out and celebrate Mel's birthday with them next Wednesday, I believe, the 16th. Good morning, here comes Lucky Jim. Say good morning, Lucky Jim. Good morning,
Lucky Jim.
Good morning to YouTube.
Oh, hello.
Welcome.
Wow, it's the first time I've ever been on here. I feel honored.
Yeah, well, you're an honoured guest. Okay? I feel lucky to have Lucky Jim.
So good. I'm here every day.
Thank you very much. The 200 bahts under the mat. So where was it? Yeah, we're going to celebrate next Wednesday night, I think it is the 16th. We're going to go out for Mel's special birthday. That'd be good to spend time with them. Can't have too big a heavier night. On the Thursday, the 17th, the next day, here in Thailand, it's 17th of October, so we have the same as we have every 17th of October, and that's Thailand National Police Day. So every police station in the entire Kingdom of Thailand celebrates together with the teams and families, and they do all the serious blessings, and we do a parade and the raising of the Thai flag and the national anthem, and we do all that. It's a great little, normally a morning. Every police station in the kingdom celebrates this, and of course after the serious stuff then they put free food and drinks on, and for friends, family, wives, and it becomes a social family day as well. So that's next Thursday, so I can't have too much drink, Matt, on Wednesday. I've got to be okay for Thursday. So many other people coming. We've got young Paul. I say young Paul, he's not that young, are you, mate? Paul's coming down, I think, on the following month, November. Well, we've got many people coming. High season, it's a popular time, and it'd be great to see friends and family and go out. We'll show you some of them on the films, of course, and share some of the trips out and experiences that we had. So I'm sorry if it's a boring subject, weather, but there are two important factors that I've found out now about living in Thailand. If you're here and you've been here a while and you experience the same, let's chat about it. Share your stories and share your illnesses during September if you feel that September is a bit of a dodgy month for health. I'm going to leave that one there. I'm going to finish my coffee. I talked to Lucky Jim. I can tell you why it's called Lucky Jim, but that's probably a whole new film. Leave that one now. Thank you to the new subscribers. Great, join the Powerlines to Power Naps family. I've been Richard. This has been from Powerlines to Power Naps. I'm going to finish my coffee and maybe go and have a walk this morning while it's still pretty pleasant and cool. Please subscribe if you're not already, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thank you. Bye for now.